This conference will now be recorded.
So today we are going to start with the TSY SPF. Once we are done with the TSY SPF, we are going to do JCL. After JCL module, this is the order of the content. So first TSY SPF, then JCL, VSAM, COBOL, DB2 and CICS. But most of them can attend this particular training as there is no cost involved to attend this training. But for rest of them there is a cost involved for that. Okay, that we will discuss later if you are interested after complete them. I can see that so there are 8 participants are attending all the modules. I got the confirmation they paid the course fees also. Okay, and we are going to continue that batch after the TSYSPF module. This is the background context. So there are few things like mainframe server access and everything I'm going to give for the participants who are attending all the modules. Okay, I cannot give commercial mainframe ID access to everyone. I guess you can understand because I also procured mainframe ID access from vendor. Hence, I cannot give for free of cost if you are attending TSYSPF module. So whoever attending my all the modules, you can go to this link. Okay, you go to this link. I have given the link in the comments. So where it will be redirecting to this particular one, Mocha Soft Com. This one. This is the hyperlink I have given. Okay, you can see in the comments. Okay, in GoToMeeting we have a comment section. Go there. You will get it there. Okay, you will get that one. So you scroll down. Click on download. Okay, you click on download and start. Just you can install that tomorrow. Only that today you can download. So tomorrow I'll explain you the installation, or while I'm presenting other topics you guys can install because there are very less number of steps. Okay, there are very less number of steps to do it. Okay, I hope you got the context right. Okay, let me start with the introduction to mainframe. I can see that there are few participants who are new to mainframe technology. For them, I'm going to give intro to TSO, introduction to mainframe. So I am setting the context. What is mainframe? Okay, advantages of the mainframe, and what are the modules in mainframe, and each module purpose in high level. Yeah, go. Everyone go on mute. Someone is not on mute. So this is the problem. If they go on mute, yeah. So if you want to ask any question, team, please ask me anytime. You can stop my presentation. You are good to ask my doubts. Okay, I don't have any issues if you ask the question any point of time. Okay, right. So let's start the content. Introduction to mainframe. So this topic for most of them here, it might be small topic or easy topic because most of them are working on mainframe technology. But there are few participants. I have to ensure that those participants also should be on the same page where we are. Right. So what is mainframe? Okay, the question is, what is mainframe technology? What is mainframe technology? Okay, so what is mainframe server, or what is system? For all these questions I'm going to give. So what are the advantages of mainframe technology? Who are using mainframe technology? And roles in mainframe technology. What are the modules in mainframe technology? So I'm going to give answer for all these questions. And after I will be starting introduction to TSYSPF and practical. So today alone is a theoretical because without setting the context, without telling what is mainframe and all, If I start TSO ISP, it doesn't look good. That is the reason I'm starting with the very basic topic, just intro topic. Yeah. So mainframe is mainframe we can call as a system team. Mainframe is a system, or we can call as a technology. Okay, we can call as a technology. So how one system can become a one object, one component can, how it can become a system and technology. So it is not a possible, right? Yes, but it is possible in mainframe. It is possible in mainframe. So in mainframe technology, okay, you can develop the business applications, but mainframe system, it has its own operating system, it has its own database. Okay, hence we can call as a system. So before I give answers for all the questions, let me give the differences between mainframe system versus Windows system. Then you can easily can compare, can understand easily. That I can tell you. So I'll bring first Windows and mainframe technology. In Windows, we have a operating system called XP. It is the oldest version. Vista Vista 2010 and so on. So Windows is the operating system. It has a multiple versions, right? Multiple versions. XP, Vista 2010. If you see Windows OS versions, you will get a lot. Okay, you can see these are all versions. So Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows Vista 98, 95. These are all the Windows versions. Operating system is a Windows operating system. These are all the versions. Mean every year we are going to get one version with the new features. Even in Android mobile also, when you buy a Android mobile, every 6 months, every 1 year, they might upgrade, right? Or when you are buying Apple, if you're trying to buy Apple iPhone, hey, go on mute. Can you please go on mute? Yeah. So when you buy iPhone, right? What happens? Whenever they launch new iPhone, they will add some features. Go on mute, guys. Anusha, go on mute. Guys, here we have 30 participants, okay? So monitoring who is not on mute, who is on mute is very difficult for me to track. It takes some time. Since we are all professional, please ensure that you are on mute, okay? If you want to ask the question, unmute yourself, ask and go on mute, please. Okay, so how we have the versions in Windows operating system. Similarly, in mainframe system also, we have MVS, multiple virtual storage device. You can see MVS stands. Okay, multiple virtual storage. What is the MVS stands? Multiple virtual storage. The other operating system, other version, G series operating system, ZOS. In ZOS also, again, multiple versions are there. In ZOS also, multiple versions are there. So this is all about operating system in Windows, right? So we have here we have a storage device, right? So in Windows, obviously you will be having a storage device. Hard disk is the one where you can, your physical data is going to store in hard disk. In mobile, SSD, correct? So in mainframe, the data will be stored on the tape storage device and dash D. Dash D stands direct access storage device. So these two are the storage devices. Okay, how we have a hard disk in Windows to store your data, we have in mainframe tape and dash D. These are all the storage devices. The tape is the oldest storage device. Tape is the oldest storage device. Like right, couple of years back, decades back, okay, CD and DVDs are playing key role. Then later external hard disk came into the picture after CD, DVD, pen drive. After pen drive, we have another storage device called external hard disk. Now everything is cloud. Okay, everything is a cloud. So means you are storing data in a different devices, correct? Whereas in mainframe, okay, the storage device, the physical storage device is the tape and dash D. Tape is the oldest version of old storage device. Dash is the latest one. So this is all about storage device. Then, so we have something called command prompt. In Windows, we have something called command prompt. Here we have something called TSO. So we have something called time sharing option. Time sharing option, TSO stands time sharing option. So how you are able to, using command prompt, you can able to install some softwares, you can create a folder, you can create a notepad, you can travel from one path to another path. If I say CMD, so this is the command prompt. Now where I am in FMTR and users in C drive, right? So if I want to create one folder, I can create it by using Windows commands. I can create a folder. If I want to go back to the C drive, just I will say cd space dot dot cd space dot dot. Okay, so ls is not the right, but you can see we are able to change the path. You can able to create the folders. So how we have a command prompt CMD, how we have the command prompt in Windows. Similarly, we have something called TSO. Okay, we have something called TSO. Just I am giving the differences. Next, in Windows, we have something called Notepad. In Windows, we have something called Notepad. But in mainframe, what we have? In mainframe, we have something called dataset. Okay, dataset. So where dataset, we can use dataset to store the data. In Windows, where you can store the data in Notepad, Excel sheet, Word document, PPT, correct? But here you can use. We have a concept called dataset. In dataset, we can store the data. Okay, we can store the data. So these are the core differences between Windows operating system and mainframe system, Windows based system and mainframe system. By the way, so in Windows we have something called processor, right? So we have a Intel, Qualcomm. There are multiple processors are there, and hardware device is developed by Dell. So it's all about, you see, if you take a Lenovo, Dell, HP, these are all hardware manufacturers. So they will purchase processor from Intel or Qualcomm. They will buy keyboard from other vendor. So they will, Dell is the one. They will assemble all the hardware components and they will install the operating system. They will sell it to you, or without operating system. So my point over here, okay, when it will become a system team, when it will become your laptop is a system. Laptop is what? It is a system. Desktop is a system. So what it contains? It contains hardware, operating system, and it has some purpose to. We can do something in that particular system. Similarly, so in mainframe, you have an operating system. You have a storage device where you will keep. So we have something called IBM hardware. So basically what I can say, team, so the mainframe is developed by IBM. and IBM created their own hardware. In that hardware, you can install ZOS operating system, not on Lenovo operating system. You cannot install ZOS on Lenovo operating system and so on. Okay, so if you see in a laptop, what are the components are required? You can call laptop as a system, correct? We will tell to our friends, hey, can you please bring my system? Can you please go to my system? Can you switch on my system? Correct? So even mainframe technology or mainframe is a system. Why I am saying mainframe is a system team? It has its own hardware. It has we can install operating system. We can store the data. You can do something in the mainframe. So hence we can call as a mainframe is a system. First you need to understand what is mainframe system. So mainframe system, it has its own operating system. It has, and that operating system can install on IBM hardware, and we can store the data. So for system, what qualities should be there? All qualities are there for mainframe. Hence we can call as a mainframe is a system. Okay, mainframe is a system. I'll pause for 1 minute. Any queries? If somebody wants to add anything, I'm always happy to listen you. Anyone wants to add any point in this here? Please add. Okay, I will be more happy.
I wanted to know what type of storage device is tape.
See, okay, I'll give you one example. You know, right? I don't know when you born. Okay, we have a CD cassettes, DVD cassettes. I hope you are aware, right? Did you know the CD
Yeah,
cassettes?
yeah, right.
This time, what is, yeah? Hmm. These are all right. CD cassette. Yeah, these are all, not even this one also. I would like to show something else. Okay. Yeah, this one. You say this one. This is a CD cassette, right? Similarly, so we have a something called tape. It's a one type of storage device. So tape device. So this is something which I can show you that. You got it now?
Yeah, so is it like sequential access? Tape
No,
is
no, no.
sequential access.
No, no, no. Okay. Yes, you can say, since you are a mainframe resource, I guess I can understand that. Yeah, if you because on tape you can store only sequential file data, hence you can do only sequential read. Yes, what you said it is correct.
Uh, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, right. I'm assuming that there are no queries from your end. Everyone is good. We got 43 participants. Okay. The next one. So mainframe can be called as a server also. Okay. What is the meaning of server? That is the first question to you. Okay. Forget about whether it is a mainframe or something. So basically what happens team, we have a one system. Okay. We have a one system. In this system there is operating system, there is a storage device. Okay, there is a storage device, or it is in a database, and we have a application like internet banking or IRCTC reservation or make my trip. So some e-commerce website, banking, I'm sorry, uh, Amazon, some application is there. So assume that. So there is a one system. In that system, you kept the application program for related to Amazon or Flipkart. Okay. So basically, this is a system. Now you guys are, so there is a one end user. Okay. So there is a one another end user. There is a another end user. This is the another end user. Here is a another end user. So everyone, more than one user is connecting to the same server from different places. Okay, basically, so all these end users, one is from United States of India, the other person from India, Delhi, the third other person, India, Hyderabad, this person is from UK, this person from Australia, this person is from, okay, Switzerland. So we are able to access this particular system from different places, and we are accessing that website where it is located. This is called is a server. Okay, server. Server means, basically server means you are doing a registration, right? In Gmail you are creating an account. Automatically your details should store somewhere. So which means that you are the client. Okay, you are the client. I am opening a account. I am the client, gmail.com. So we are opening a website, we enter the data, and after entering the details you click on create account. Automatically the data is going to pass it to server. So it will store, it will validate in the server, this is the guy is trying to create, this email ID is there or not, is it a valid details or not. Server validates everything. If the data is correct, it will give a response back to end user, your account has been created. Then you will click on login button. It will ask you to enter the user ID password. Again, those credentials will be passed to the system where your application program is there. Then it will validate the credentials against the database or files, JSON file, and so on. Again, it gives the response back to the end user. So this is the difference between server and client. Client is always end users. Okay, if you go to the hotel, who is the client? You are ordering the, who is giving the business to the client? Hotel, restaurant people. We are the clients. If you are going to more supermarkets, Spencer's, we are the clients. Customers are the clients, right? So if you go anywhere, so who is giving now for me? Okay, I'm a trainer. For me, who are the clients? You are the clients. Okay, whoever paying the course fees to attend all the modules, you are the client for me. Is it clear? So this is all about the server definition and client definition. Now, why I explained this example team? Mainframe is again server. Why it is a server team? Okay, because I can connect to the mainframe server from here, ATM machines. Okay, so if you see, I will give you one example. Online application example in mainframe. Just you search in Google. So no, we are not getting anything. So we can Google IRCTC. On which technology? So this is, this one they are talking about mainframe technology. Sorry. So if you see this one, if you open IRCTC here, this is now the client, like you are in the through internet banking, if you are accessing JavaScript and all. But okay, but if you see guys, yeah, can you see here? Yeah, the PRS is a large-scale computer system that uses mainframe computers to handle the massive volume of transaction and data processing required for managing the Indian Railway reservation system. I'll give an example. There is a conflicting, right? Here they kept JavaScript, Java, HTML, but they are saying again here mainframe. Yes, okay. I will give an example. irctc.com. If you open the browser, no doubt that is web technology, Java, HTML, some other web technology, but it is not at all mainframes. No doubt in that. I have a full of clarity. Then where mainframe is coming? If you go to railway station, okay, you are in railway station and you are going to the counter. to book the tickets, okay, dynamic, whatever you call, right? You're trying to do reservation at reservation counter in railway station. So they don't use web application. They use function keys. They will give 1, 2, 3 numbers. They will enter SC, Secunderabad, Delhi, some short code, whatever the code is there, right? So Chennai, Mass, Bangalore, there is S1 code, there is a one pin, one code. Okay, so the station code. So that is, I'm assuming that that is can be on a mainframe technology. Okay, I have seen one exam. I've seen one team, like now those devices are not there. 5, 6 years back, in front of the railway station, railway reservation counter. Okay, in front of railway reservation counter, there is a one device where you can see PNR status of your reservation, and you can see the seats availability. That is on mainframe technology. Okay, so the point why I am saying to you, server, the your IRCTC ticket booking status and all, the application is located, the programs are located somewhere. Clients, you are going to the railway station, you are trying to book, the other person is going somewhere else booking. So mainframe can act, basically mainframe is a server, okay, because it gives a option to connect to the server from different places. Basically mainframe system also can have a provision to connect to this system from multiple places. That is the reason we can call mainframe as a system at the same time server. See, now my laptop, I have a laptop, but you guys cannot connect to my server, my laptop. Okay, if I developed one HTML page about my trainings, topics, what I'm going to cover, next batch, feedback from the participants, how many students, how many participants placed in a different companies, what are the bonus videos are. If I keep all of them in one website, that website URL, if I give it to you, if you are accessing that website, but that relevant program, the that particular website, programs, videos, database, everything I'm keeping in my system. Hence, my system is going to become server. Okay, so this is all about what is server, what is system. So mainframe system is, it's a standalone. Your laptop is a system. My laptop also system. Your desktop is a system. These are all examples. Server means your real-time application, e-commerce website, IRCTC, Make My Trip, Amazon.com, Flipkart, these application programs. Okay, you are doing internet banking, right? These are all will where you are installing that system is going to become a server. Is it clear? What is mainframe technology? What is mainframe server? Any queries at this moment? Are you good? Guys, can you hear me? My voice is clear, right? Any disturbance from my end? I can see in the messages 1 or 2 people are responding. Sound is not audible, like that.
We are audible, Venkat.
Voice is clear, right? Or
Yes, it
you
was
are
clear.
trying?
Yeah, yes, Venkat.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so this is all about it, right? Next, so before I explain what is mainframe technology, let me give the background, like who are using mainframe technology, why we are using. Okay, so who are using mainframe technology? So mainframe technology is using by, okay, all top banks, insurance companies, retail companies. These three are major domains who are using mainframe. One is banks, Bank of America, Citibank, Royal Bank of Scotland, RBS, insurance companies, First Data, and okay, which I know. which I remembered at this moment. And we have something called retail Tesco in UK, top retail company. Walmart in US, top retail company. Telecom companies, Verizon, okay, and other telecom companies in the world, banking, insurance companies. Okay, so top banks, insurance companies, okay, all are still using mainframe technology. So here I will pause for couple of seconds, minutes to take the names from you. Okay, so I guess I can see that 45 participants attended. I can get 20, at least 20 participants response. So I guess you worked for different clients. You tell your client name when the you say, see, I said State Bank of India. I don't ask anything about SBI, right? So Chubb in currents, okay, that is a one. You can bring in the chart window also the clients, the clients, okay, which you know, which you worked on, just
Mass
name, okay.
Mutual. Mass Mutual.
Sorry,
Mass
yeah,
Mutual.
very good, okay. Next, HSBC, yeah, HSBC, right? Wells Fargo, Caterpillar,
BNYM, Bank of India.
BNY Mellon, yeah, BNY Mellon, I agree. Centers, okay, Citibank, I already listed. Centers for
Danske Bank.
Medic, sorry,
Da- Danske Bank.
Danske Bank, yeah, PepsiCo, Principal Global, Mastercard, so many, right? Bank of America, Visa, Mastercard, FedEx, Honda, Whirlpool, Hyundai, so many, right? MX. Oh, nice. Okay,
Lowe's.
good.
Lowe's.
Yeah, LOWES,
Yes.
cooperators, even government. I spoke to my participants. Okay, they attended my REXX training long back. They are, you know, they are working with the government. They are using mainframe technology. The government sector, government also using mainframe technology. Not only Australian governments, in US also, their local states are using mainframe to store some data, but what type of the data they're storing, I don't know. Yeah, Barclays, Ford, Netbank. mm, I guess Netbank is a Netherlands bank, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So guys, who are new to mainframe technology, okay, you are getting lot of companies. Okay, ISRO, not sure Rakesh, because I don't think ISRO is using mainframe technology now. Okay, earlier starting they were using, but not now. I don't think so. Yeah, Standard Chartered Bank. You're getting a lot of details, right? Yeah. So you can see, right? Whatever the names you are hearing, if you are, if you explored outside, if you know, right? So you heard all the Ford is a car company. You would have seen in the car, Whirlpool, Honda, Hyundai. Okay, so then Citibank, Bank of America. So like that, if I keep listing, so many all top companies were using, still they are using mainframe technology. Okay, but the who are like, we have all the domains. Insurance domain, LIC is insurance, Star Health. Just giving you an example. Okay, so banking domains. Okay, I can see HSBC, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, okay, Netbank, Netherlands Bank. It's like that. So many banking sectors are using Citibank, HSBC. These are all the client. These are all the people who are using mainframe. And insurance companies. Okay, so insurance companies, so many are there, and retail. Okay, so in these three sectors, we will be having huge transactions. Okay, there are telecom also. There are huge transactions. Okay, banking. you can imagine how many transactions are happening in ICICI, HDFC in India. Okay, in India these two are famous. If you go to other countries, if you go to China, Hong Kong and all, HSBC, and other Asian countries, HSBC is a famous one, right? So if you go to United States of America, we have a Bank of America bank, which I know, okay, right? So you see, these are if you see ICICI, there are so many transactions, ATM transactions in the bank, deposit, withdrawal, adding the account, deleting the account, and fund transfer, right? So these are all through internet banking. Also, you can do it, ATM and at bank, internet banking. So you can imagine how many transactions are going to happen per day. Point one, and we need to store this data for a couple of years as per the local country guidelines. If you go to if you are in India, so Indian government or RBI, okay, Reserve Bank of India would have given some guidelines. All customer transactions should store at least for 10 years, 15 years, or 5 years. There are some guidelines and rules. So if you do any transaction, you should keep it for 20 years, 15 years. There are terms and conditions. According to RBI and Government of India rules, they have to bank should store the data. Now you can imagine, okay, so we need to hold that much data. So every day, if you think about one day, so many. If you think about years, how much data is going to come, right? And when I want to retrieve, after 10 years, if I want to retrieve these customer details, I should able to retrieve without affecting the working system and able to get proper data without impacting the performance of the system. Similarly, insurance. Okay, you can imagine, right? Insurance we pay for 23 years, 30 years means if I am paying a premium every month and I have to pay for 23 years and my settlement sum assured amount I'll get after 35 years. So which means that I have to store that particular customer details for more than 35 years, at least till I do settlement. Okay, as an insurance company, till I do settlement, I should keep insurance customer details, right? So why I am explaining all of them, team? So in these sectors, thus we have to store the data. In any sector, we have to store the data, but use transactions for long term. These are all the sectors where we get more. So to process, to handle the data, so mainframe is a suitable few decades back. Okay, now the cloud came into the picture. That is different story. If the cloud is not there in the picture in the recent years, in the recent decade, then mainframe still it might be ruling. No doubt in that. Okay, that I can tell you confidently. So since the cloud came into the picture, that is the reason the clients are looking. When the cloud is not there, team, when is not there, so they will use mainframe as a database to store their data. Front end they're using other technology. Now the story is different. If the clients are coming, they are using front end Java, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, core Java database, Oracle something, and they are storing the data in the cloud. They are storing the data in the cloud. So cloud can process huge amount of data. How much mainframe can process? Okay, but there are minuses. Are there with the cloud? There are minuses with the mainframe, no doubt in that. But so obviously now which is ready-made, very less cost for me, I'll go with that only. See, I have 10 shops. Okay, I can buy jeans in 10 shops. What is my taste? What is my budget? Okay, what is my favorite color? What is a flexible, right? So I'll choose all of them. Okay, I cannot go shop where is cost is high. I cannot choose the shop which is a low cost. I'll choose I'll choose that also, right? So same that is happening in the current situation. So we are not getting new mainframe projects, but the existing projects keep running. Okay, the existing projects keep running. Okay, so I am talking about mainframe future, which I should not talk at this moment because the context is not the right. So who are using mainframe technology? So banks, insurance companies, and retail. So earlier, okay, so I can say 30-40 years back. So you can see when mainframe was developed. So few decades back. Yeah, so you can see in 1916s they have given, okay, when the mainframe developed in 1916 they have given, you can see that when it was developed. So you can 1960s, anyone born when mainframe was developed, by the way? See, you can see most large scale computer system architecture were established in 1960s. Anyone from this particular year team, by the way? I am not. Okay. I'm not near to this, this mainframe system, birth year also. So you can say it is no, it is our grandfather's age, right? Or not even our father's age also. So father says like now 40 plus and 23. You can imagine, right? So you can imagine how old is the mainframe is like a grandfather. Mainframe is like a grandfather. So that time there is no system to store huge amount of the data. They have clients have only mainframe. Okay, client have only mainframe. So and mainframe rolled for decades. I can say 15 years till last before 15 years. Till that mainframe was rolling. I'll share my experience. Okay, when I contact my vice president, right, in my organization, they say that, hey, I worked on mainframe. Okay, if I talk to my senior manager, hey, I worked on mainframe here. When I say my skill is mainframe, I also worked on mainframe here. I know what is mainframe. So they use it to tell. Okay, so if you ask any senior manager and above people in your organization, okay, out of 100 seniors, at least 70 people says that we worked on mainframe. We worked on mainframe because that time was the only one is there on mainframe. Okay, now so many all small technologies came when I compare with the mainframe, by the way. So I'm not uh, giving highlight to mainframe, just I'm telling you Java and all came decades back, 1 decade or 2 decades back. Java, .NET and all. So when you compare with the mainframe, that is the reason we call mainframe is a legacy. Okay, mainframe is a legacy. When you see with the mainframe, when you compare mainframe with Java, you can imagine now technology is evolving like anything. So once 10 years back, if I say that I know Java, oh, very good, super, nice. If I give same resume to recruiter now, oh boss, you're not eligible for this job. We don't need Java. We need a guys who know full stack Java. So right, just you can see the things how changing. So down the line, we don't know where we are going to land. Okay, so now so many technologies are coming and going. Okay, so many tools are coming and going. So my point over here, team. So last 20 years, you can list any technology. The technology keep on changing. Okay, we have something called IBM Tivoli scheduling tool. Earlier, like 10 years back it was very famous one. Now it's not that much. So I'm telling you that so many technologies are coming and going, but still the mainframe is there. Okay, so why still the mainframe is existing? Because like as I said, okay, all top banks, insurance companies, their data are still on mainframe. So they are thinking, if I move this data to cloud, what happens? So still they are in thinking in since couple of years. It is not last 1 year, 2 years. Okay, so they are not able to take a risk moving the data from mainframe to other technology or a cloud because the data is critical. Okay, so this is all about, I'm giving you the introduction to mainframe. What is mainframe? The importance of the mainframe. If somebody is opting mainframe technology, so that client should be the huge client. Means if I'm opting mainframe where only less number of transactions per day, no use for me because my business is not huge. Okay, in my company the transactions are very less. Then why I need to pay huge amount? No, right? So whoever is running or having more transactions in a day, okay, the transactions are more, they want to store huge amount of the data, so that time those clients will use mainframe technology. Is it clear? So mainframe technology is preferred earlier to store huge amount of the data. Okay, you are storing, it is okay, but I have to process. Okay, after let's say we stored 1 month data, I need to generate a bank statements, credit card statements, right? Which means that last 1 month data I need to process. Which customer, what transaction they did it, debit or credit, then generate a copy this transaction into the respective statement. So the that can handle easily mainframe. So mainframe can process huge amount of the data. It can store huge amount of the data. If somebody asks what is the meaning of huge, bank transactions, that easily they can relate, right? If they doesn't know mainframe, they can relate. You talk about HDFC, you talk about SBI, you talk about ICICS, how many transactions are happening per day? That much data can hold mainframe undoubtedly, and it can process within fraction of milliseconds. Okay, so we are done these 2 points till now, and we are done with this one also. So advantages also we indirectly we covered are features of mainframe. So advantages, it can store huge amount of the data and it can process the data. So we have something called RAS. Okay, these are all features of mainframe: reliability, availability, security. RAS, reliability. Reliability. So means nowadays, if when you are opening a website, okay, in few occurrences it may not running, or it might be a slow, or it might be a crash also. Getting my point? So that is called reliability. So means if your website is, if something goes wrong, what about your data? Your data is safe or not? Okay, you are in the middle of the transaction, what about the transaction, how it works? Okay, so that is all things, right? That is called reliability. Okay, availability. Availability nothing but 24 into 7. Okay, so like these technologies came, as I said, all technologies came in last 2 decades as per my minimal knowledge. Okay, so but the mainframe is available 24 into 7 since 50 plus years. Will you imagine that? So availability, it is always available. Security, this is another feature of mainframe technology, is still nobody able to hack the data since the mainframe is there since 50 plus years, but nobody hacked the data till now. If your data is in mainframe, nobody able to hack it. So that much security is there. So reliability, availability, security, and the speed. Okay, the speed you calculate, MIPS, millions instruction per second. Per second, it can process millions of record. It can process millions of the record. So these are all the features of mainframe. Mainframe technology is used to store, to process huge amount of the data. It is available for 24 into 7, and reliability is there, security is there. So these are all features of mainframe technology. So why the clients have chosen the mainframe technology? The another reason, these are all the features. Security, right? So if I am able to see your bank details, will you opt that bank? Will you open, will you suggest that bank to someone? No, because there is no security. Okay, right? So this is all about it. Is it clear? Any queries so far? As I said, today we are all of theory, but from tomorrow we will be doing hands-on only. So no more theory from tomorrow. This today I know that I was keep on talking for more than 50 minutes, but from tomorrow that is not the case. Okay, so we are done with all of them. So any other queries so far? Anyone wants to add anything from you guys?
What is the current market demand for mainframes?
See, there is even I used to get the calls from different sources. And my first point, now the demand or supply is not only for mainframe. Because of the mainframe, world is not going to run. Okay, our financial is not, the world financial is not going to increase or decrease because of the mainframe technology. Hence, if the mainframe demand is very less, similarly for other technologies also. Okay, are you getting my point? So the IT itself is not in a good position, good shape now. Okay, the companies are not recruiting more people as new projects are not coming for other technologies and here also. Hence, so don't think that mainframe. I mean, I'm not saying that you will get in future all openings at all. I'm not saying that. So IT itself, the market is not good. You talk to your friends, colleagues, family members who are in other technologies, right? The openings are very less in other technologies also. Obviously, when other technologies are suffering, mainframe is not exceptional, right? Mainframe is not an exceptional because it's a world at that too. Okay, so hence that will be there. So I hope I answered your question, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you might be having some points but still you want to ask something more. I don't know, but still you are good to add if you know anything, because you guys are also studying the market. Okay, next, somebody asked what is the disadvantage. Only the thing is, team, you know, simple here. Okay, our grandfather, their generation, okay, and our father's generation, if you are having 36 years plus age, 35 or 30 plus, if you married your children generation, their expectations totally different, right? So what does mean, team? Now we are not remembering anything. Example, small example here. Earlier I was remembering phone numbers of my parents, okay, my brothers, cousins, and now how many people are remembering? Because technology is made like that. Okay, so if the mobile is not giving a feature to save the phone numbers, will you buy? No, right? You don't buy. So that new things, okay, what exactly end users want that is not there in the mainframe technology. Example, GUI. graphical user interface. You know, if you type few characters, it should give auto suggestions or some things that is not there, right? In mainframe we don't have more graphical user interface. Okay, if you want to read e-commerce website images, I want that much complex system. Can I do with the mainframe? No. Okay, the expectation user screen navigation, web websites, that those features are not there because that is a one clients are expecting. Okay, so that is a one reason. The second reason, the main component is cost. Okay, if I want to procure the client, I means the client, Bank of America, any bank, any company you take, if I want to install, if I want to develop one application for my business on mainframe technology, is huge cost involved. Okay, so that is the reason the clients are looking alternative. The main One of the main reason why the clients are looking other technology, the cost involvement. Okay, so managing mainframe is not a easy. Okay, point one. Second one, in US, I'm not talking about in India. In US, okay, finding mainframe resources are very challenging. Finding mainframe resources like experts in system programming who can work on internal mainframe system, not application. Okay, adding in new features, not finding mainframe experts in US because the business varies in India, where from where we get the business, US, UK, Europe countries, right? So they're not able to find experts. All younger generations people are trying to adopt new technologies. One is cost here. The second one, client might be looking, that time recruiting mainframe resource is huge cost involved. Now it's not like that, but earlier. So based on all the expenses, the client is looking for alternative. Obviously, right? When you are trying to buy one object, the cost is increasing. Then you look for alternative product, alternative company. Yeah. Any other queries? So otherwise, I'm done team for the day. Okay. So tomorrow I'll spend 5 to 10 minutes on roles and modules. Then I will explain you how to install the mainframe and all. Like, this is not going to help the people who are attending only TSYSP because this is the link which I have given in the chat window. You can access, I don't have any problem. Okay, so this particular link for the people who are going to attend my 5 modules, that is TSO, ISPF, JCL, VSAM, COBOL, DB2 and CSS, who are going to attend all these 5 modules. For them I am going to provide the credentials. Whoever attending only TSYSPF, so please don't ask me credentials and all because that is cost involved for me and I cannot give it to everyone. That is the one. So guys, you can go to the our participants. Okay, the end-to-end participants, go to downloads, download it, click on next, install it. Okay, so keep this system. Once install the software, we'll see tomorrow configuration of the emulator. Okay team,